Hello YouTube, it's me, Daniel. Today we're going to start drawing some stuff, trying to get into the habit of doing this. I'm going to time myself since I have to go to work in a little bit, but I don't give a fuck, so let's get started. Um, I wanted to talk about, I kind of want to, get into the habit of multitasking, so ranting while also drawing is kind of my end goal here, really. So I wanted to talk about I don't know. I just saw that apparently, uh, the Obama administration repealed the thing that gives Cubans automatic visas to the U.S. when they come here from Cuba. Wow, like that's honestly kind of wild if you ask me. Um, Now I have kind of like conflicting feelings about this one, and you know, I'll step on this really quickly since I don't want to make this too political. I actually want to talk about something else. But, since it just occurred, it's just really crazy because, I have family members who are undocumented, um, and, they had to go through a lot to get to this country, and, that put my family at like a constant disadvantage when I was growing up. So it's kind of wild, because Cuban people and Puerto Rican people to an extent always kind of had that advantage over like Mexican people. And seeing like how like the elections played out recently and how so many Cubans voted for Trump, I don't know what to say really. Like I guess karma is a kind of way, but it is what it is. I don't want to wish those people who are attempting to flee their country and seek refuge here, any ill will, because that's not really what I do. But at the same time, you know, Trump isn't a. He fucking sucks. So I don't, if you don't like what I say, you don't have to watch my channel. Anyway, so now that I'm done with that, I kind of wanted to talk about like these. I kind of want to talk about these like crazy fringe theories that I see going around on the internet a lot of the time. And wow, man, so I guess one of them I'll discuss right now is the Mandela effect. That one's such a fucking mind fuck, to be honest. Like that one is. Like I don't know. Okay, so I'll elaborate on what the Mandela effect is for those of you who don't know. The Mandela effect is kind of like this theory that, or rather, this phenomenon, if you will. It started back in 2013, if I remember correctly. People on the internet in 2013, when Nelson Mandela passed away, um, they kind of started. They were really confused. Some people found because they thought Nelson Mandela had died in 2000. I mean, in 1983, I believe it was. I don't know. The point is they thought he died like in the 80s, like a long ass time ago, and they had like distinct memories of um, like even like news clippings, articles, all kinds of crazy shit. Like they really thought that he died in the 80s. So, when this happened, all these people started joining each other like on Reddit and whatever the fuck website, 4chan probably. And, they're fucking freaking out. They're like, "Holy shit, bitch, we thought he died like forever ago." And turns out he didn't. Like so people started, started realizing that there was other things that like in mass everyone had kind of remembered incorrectly. And these are things that are included but like not limited to what is it like a big popular one that you can probably see on like subreddits and all this other shit is like the Bernstein Bears. That's a really popular one. Like the Bernstein Bears, they're I think it's spelled like most people remember it being spelled Steen, like Albert Einstein, spelled like that. And then it turns out that it's actually spelled Berenstain. So that really tripped out a lot of people. Everyone's just like, "What the fuck?" We like distinctly remember it being Steen or like Stein or whatever the fuck. Like very German Jewish last name. So, as these kind of like mass, you know, like false memory things started happening, of course came the inevitable conspiracy theories. And honestly, I low-key love this one. Like I really do. I don't know what it is. I really love conspiracy theories. At least some that aren't so like on the edge. They're just fun in my eyes. So this one, there's like I think three popular theories that go around with this one. One of them is kind of the less fun one, if you will, is just that everyone just their memory is fucking garbage. But one that's like really really crazy, and you guys can look into it when you get a chance, is the one for Star Wars, which is like Luke, I am your father, right? That's like the iconic line that Darth Vader says to Luke Skywalker in that one. I don't give a shit. I think it's The Empire Strikes Back. I don't know. Or Last Hope or whatever. The one, you know the one. I don't have to fucking tell you. I don't care. So people were just like, what the fuck, bitch? We thought all this time it was Luke, I'm your father, but in reality, he says, no, I am your father, in response to like Luke Skywalker tripping shit. So, everyone's just like, wait, what the fuck? And there's even interviews of like the guy who played Darth Vader at the time saying the line, Luke, I am your father. So everyone's just like, wait. Everyone's just like, wait, hold the fucking phone. Like this bitch, like right here, Miss Vader is saying the iconic line that we know. Yet when you go back and you watch the movie, he's saying, no, I am your father. And I promise you guys, I thought the same shit. I was just like, wait, isn't it the other one? And it's really, no, I'm your father, which is kind of like a buzzkill. I feel like that in general is just not as iconic or dramatic. And you know me, I love drama, bitch. I love the drama. And, it's just, that is just wild to me. So the theories go that, the less fun one, if you will, is the one that states that everyone is just having like kind of like mass amnesia, if you want to call it that. Like people are just remembering things wrong. It could just be like someone quoted something incorrectly, and everyone just kind of remembers the quote as opposed to the actual source material, which makes sense for the Luke Skywalker one. Some of the other ones aren't as obvious, I feel, like the Berenstain Bears, or one where people remember like Fruit Loops being spelled differently or some stupid shit. The second one, which is the one that I don't like because it reinforces like the idea of the Illuminati. And if you guys ever speak to me, I find the idea of the Illuminati to be fucking stupid. The the other one is that Google, in cahoots with the supposed Illuminati, are going around trying to like rewrite history and like altering everyone's memories, all this other shit. Very, very extra, very implausible. There's really nothing that like backs this up except like just all these like scared Christians on YouTube who think that like it's the end times. Like, spoiler alert, it's not. It'll be the end times when humanity bombs itself to death, which actually they might be onto something. Let me retract to that statement. Humans are dumb enough to believe that there's like Nicki Minaj and Beyonce and who the fuck else, like Soulja Boy, in like a conference room, talking about, I don't know what the fuck people think the Illuminati is, like controlling all the world's wealth. Anyway, now the last one, which is high key my favorite, and I love this theory, is the one that all of this is happening because of the Hadron Collider in Sweden. Miss Sweden, Miss IKEA doing the most, as always. Apparently, there's like, okay, so the idea goes that like the Hadron Collider, which is this thing that was built in Sweden, which you guys may or may not have heard about, depending on how old you are. They were trying to recreate like the beginning of the universe. What they were trying to do is recreate the Big Bang explosion that was occurring, which people like most scientists theorize and come to the conclusion that is the beginning of the universe. So, what it is they think that by them like fucking with the literal fabric of reality, because when they said that this was that they were going to be doing this, they said that there was a possibility that they could create a black hole and just fucking destroy reality as we know it. Like, we're all just getting sucked in atom by atom, which low-key sounds kind of dope. Like, okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. If I were to die and, like, they're like, bitch, how you gonna die? Like, if I had to choose, bitch, I'm trying to get sucked into a black hole. We don't even know what the fuck is in there. Bitch, I'm down. Like, let's do it. Like I have nothing left to live for. I'll throw my body into a black hole, bitch. I don't give a fuck. But these are like under extreme circumstances. Obviously, I want to draw like booty eating chairs. That's kind of what my thing is right now. But get me at a point where I'm like, starving and I'm probably on meth. Yeah, hell yeah, bitch, let's do it. So they're saying that like by them fucking with like reality, like quantum physics and all this other shit, that they're actually opening holes, or rather they're creating ripples in the space-time continuum that is actually having people vibrate in and out of parallel dimensions. And like, again, I love this theory. I love it. I love everything about it, like the mysticism behind it, the science behind it, like the pseudoscience, I should say, is just so fun. I love it. There's nothing about it that I hate. I don't know why I like it so much. And also, low-key, I feel like it's the most probable, or rather, I feel like that's like a really cool storyline. Like, oh no, we fucked with reality, and now we have people from different dimensions who have like fragmented memories. I don't know. It sounds more plausible than like the most recent Kingdom Hearts title stories. So, fuck you guys if you feel any kind of way. But it is what it is. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that we're that you are, somebody who's here from like a parallel dimension? I mean, I sure shit feel that way since Trump won. I definitely feel like I'm in the wrong reality, but it is what it is, girl. But yeah, dude, that shit is crazy. That's one of my favorite fringe theories is the Mandela effect. Definitely, if you feel like it and you're up for it, go down that rabbit hole. I enjoy it. It's very fun. I don't know why I'm like referring to these things as fun, but get over it. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel. That's really how I feel. You dig? So yeah. Outside of that, what can I talk about? There's a lot of stuff to talk about, really. I guess other things that were included in the Mandela effect were people who claim that they remember like whole islands being put in different places, like just 100% gone. Like they remember them being in like a separate place than they were before. I'm just like, damn, that's honestly kind of wild. Like they were I think it was Iceland or like New Zealand, some crazy shit. They thought like an island was in a separate place than it actually was, and this was more proof. Oh, another thing, and this one is so crazy. See, the internet, bro. Like people are just so fucking wild. In regards to like the Berenstein Bears and all this other shit, they were saying how like this is actually, and I'm not even joking. You can find this shit on the internet. There's whole videos dedicated to this fucking stupidity. These people were saying that it was actually Jewish people who were like fucking with reality to rewrite it so that way the Jews won World War II, and that's why it's spelled Bernstein. I don't know. It's fucking wild. I'm just like, you guys are much. You guys need to go outside into the sun, eat a fruit, eat some vegetables, bitch, exfoliate, because you obviously haven't been outside in a minute. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm here for it. I think it's funny and, for the most part, entertaining. Um, yeah. Oh, thank you. Someone said the teeth look nice. I appreciate that a lot. You're awesome for saying that, and thank you. You know, drawing is its own thing, and you know, sometimes to get a compliment is nice. I appreciate that. Um, but yeah, any topics you guys want me to talk about? If not, I'm just gonna keep talking about all these crazy fucking internet theories. And hopefully they can, like, it'll be somewhat entertaining to you guys. I'm trying to think of like a good conspiracy theory. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to think. Shit. Oh, so one that's been like really popular for me, and like the one that I've kind of been going down the rabbit hole a lot recently, is one that pertains to fucking like the Men in Black. Okay, so here's the real tea. These people, apparently it's Magic Mirror. Yeah, that's another one for the Mandela effect. Someone just brought it up where in Snow White, someone says like mirror mirror on the wall when it's actually magic mirror on the wall. I mean, you guys can find examples of this shit everywhere. It's honestly really wild. Like I can't like there's whole list compiled. Some of them are a little stupid. Like they're just like, "Oh my god, look, there's like a comma in the Yahoo logo, all this dumb shit. Like, really, Queen? Like, really? For real, for real? Like, you're you're noticing commas and shit. Like, spoiler alert, logos actually do change over the years. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. People are just so gullible sometimes, and I won't deny that I'm also gullible for certain things, but like a comma ho, like you're really gonna sit here and try to convince me that like Jewish Swedish scientists are in cahoots who are in cahoots with like demons supposedly, and Nicki Minaj are rewriting history to change Yoo-hoo logos? Girl, bye. I don't have time. But you know, it is what it is. Um, I gotta get going. I have to go to work soon. Um, when it comes to the Men in Black, which was something that I was referring to earlier, that one is kind of wild. I don't know if you guys know about the Men in Black. The Star Wars one was Luke, I am your father. Yeah, if you look at the actual scene, uh, Darth Vader's character actually says, "No, I am your father," unless the Mandela effect happened again and switched it back. It's kind of wild because it's such an iconic line, you know, like there's fucking shirts that parody that shit, and you know it's kind of insane to kind of think that like you kind of remembered something wrong for so many years. But you know, shit happens. To be honest, like I'd be forgetting my keys when I go to the gym, or I'd be forgetting some kind of shit. Like I'd be forgetting to pop my pussy at school. So you know, when it comes to like the Men in Black, there was this thing that was going on where like, um, in I think it was the 60s, the 50s, some shit. They were saying how in this place like Makeout Point, it was like a popular makeout area where all these white folks would go and like have sex, and they saw like an alien there, like a entity that was shaped kind of like a gigantic humanoid moth, and so they were just like, wait, what the fuck? So it started chasing them and started wreaking havoc in the town and all this other stuff, and supposedly, of course. And these are people who are pretty creditable. You know, they seem to be somewhat, uh, well, they're reputable sources. Let's say that for the most part. You know, horny teenagers, reputable sources. And so they claimed that while like a lot of news reports and reporters during that time were reporting on the news, they said that they were approached by these tall white dudes, named them who not named the Men in Black who would threaten them to delete or destroy all the evidence that they had garnered on these aliens, and to stop talking about it because bad things would happen, just threats. And there have been reports of these people before, and they have actually been going on to this day. There's actually reports of like tall white dudes who go around threatening people who report on like UFOs and all this other crazy shit. So actually they were caught on tape not too long ago, which is kind of wild if you think about it. The thing that's really okay, before I get into that one, there was a guy who, again, he was doing news reports. He was visited by some creepy white dudes, and the thing that was kind of cool about this account was that they were saying how he made, like, when he threatened the guy, he was like, oh, stop reporting on probably his cousins, to be honest. He's like, stop talking about my cousins, how I'm gonna cut you. He went and he got like a thing, like a penny. He's like, here, hold this penny. Which, if I was that other dude, I would not have held no damn penny, bitch. I'm closing the door. You're not gonna see me again. Don't talk to me. I'm running away. But what he did was, he said that when he looked at the penny, that the penny started changing colors. That it went from being like copper to blue, and then it eventually just disappeared. Like, it just vibrated out of thin air. And this like made the man like fucking freak out. Of course, naturally, Adam and freaking out. Like that's like a bad acid trip. He was just chilling, and then some creepy dude who apparently is all white. Coincidence? I don't think so. With pale red lips, like really red lips, and like they said, like fake porcelain-looking skin with really abnormally large eyes, just vibrated a penny out of existence. Bitch, I'd be scared. I'd run home. I mean, he was at home, so I don't know what I would do. I would just do whatever he told me to. Like, I gotta go, but, I won't talk about this anymore. I probably would keep talking about it, to be honest, just to be, like, a little, like, rambunctious shithead. And, like, I don't know. But he, like, yeah, that was, like, a really scary account. Oh, okay, so, like, where was I going with this? This dude, these people had seen, like, a really peculiar triangular UFO in a hotel or some junk, and they were reporting on it. They reported to the police and all this other crazy shit, and it was wild. But the next day, the thing that was really crazy is, like, the next day, the people who were working at this hotel where they saw the triangle UFO said that they were actually visited by the Men in Black, and they were just like, wait, what? And they said that those dudes were very creepy, that they were harassing the members to hand over the footage that the security cameras from the hotel had picked up of the UFO. And the people, like the lady who's like the sales clerk or whatever, the receptionist at the hotel, said that she felt like the men were reading her mind, like they knew what she was thinking as she was saying things, and that she felt like her mind was being probed as she was talking to them. And the craziest part about this is that there's actual footage, like there's security footage of these dudes walking in and leaving the hotel, and they look absolutely terrifying. They're like abnormally large white dudes in black suits, and I don't know, man. So this is what the real tea is. This is the real tea. This is that, like, caffeinated, black, sugary, sweet, probably a little dash of lemon in their tea. So there's been a dude on YouTube, and you guys can look up this hoe. His name is Rudolph of Germany. He is too much. He's too much, to the point where I feel like he's faking it, but he claims that him and a good majority of the white race, particularly the tall white people, are actually they're actually aliens, and that they, what was it? That they're aliens, and that they want to incite race wars and, steal water from planet Earth, all this other stuff. And I'm serious, you guys can look this up. His name is Rudolph of Germany. His videos are a little much now. He's always talking about like magic and spells and stuff, which is like honestly, Queen, like no. So like it's just like it's like intriguing to a point. Like now I just feel like the theatrics are a bit too much, and like even if what he's saying is true, like no one's gonna believe you when you're like dressed up like a clown. Anyway, he looks pretty much like the description from these fake, or rather these Men in Black descriptions. And based off of what he says, a lot of this stuff could be true. I mean, I don't think that it's that crazy that like alien race came and like has been messing with humans. Like, really, does that really sound that far fetched to you guys? Because it doesn't to me. What sounds more far fetched is kind of like people thinking that like Nicki Minaj and Beyonce and whoever the hell they think this time is part of, like the lead singer from Coldplay is part of the Illuminati. Like, really, girl? Like, come on. So those are my thoughts on the issues. Look up these people, look up these events. Sometimes even though things kind of seem really absurd, there's usually some truth to this stuff. It's usually like in the halfway point of absurdity and what is actually tangible. That's where usually the truth lies. It's usually in the abnormalities in life. If I can get like zen with you guys for a second, it's always in the abnormalities in life where you will find the truth. Whatever you think the truth is, you'll always find it in the in-between. So I'm gonna wrap up this drawing since I have to go to work in 20 minutes. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to, let me see. This was more fun than I thought. Hopefully you guys liked it. I do want to talk more about fringe theories and like UFOs and things of that nature in this channel. Maybe delve into politics more. But honestly, like, politics get me so mad that and sometimes like discussing them can be kind of dangerous. Like, people always want to do harm to you, so you never want to speak too much about what you believe in and accidentally create enemies. So it is what it is. But things are getting kind of crazy in the world right now. If you guys are at all informed about politics, I would suggest try looking at what's going on in Mexico. Things that are going on over there are kind of wild, and in my opinion are things that are going to start happening eventually here in the US of A. People are kind of really busy with these like level 1 issues with like, I don't want to say racism is level 1 because it's definitely an issue that needs to be addressed in this country, but like everyone's kind of like thinking that everyone's each other's enemy, and the real enemy is like big corporations and things of this nature, which work off of racism. And if you are somebody who benefits from that, you need to kind of be aware that you benefit, and it's your kind of job to help dismantle these things in order for people to proceed like real freedom, like real liberation for other people. That's kind of how I feel. So like if you're somebody who is considered a privileged person in the US, you definitely owe it to people who are underprivileged to try to dismantle the systems that make you a privileged person. If you feel that way, of course. If you don't feel compelled that way, okay, Queen, whatever. It is what it is. Live your life. Sip your tea. Drink your Starbucks. Girl. Things are fine. Things are fine. Nothing's wrong. So, let me see. Damn. Okay, and side note, can you guys hear the dog? I just need, like, proof of this so I can, like, complain to my sister later. Can y'all hear that dog? Because I can, and it pisses me off. Oh, thank you. Someone said thanks for sharing. I appreciate that a lot. You guys don't understand. Like, I keep to myself so much. I forget to share with people sometimes. Let's see. Okay, so this is done for the most part. I'm gonna go back and edit some of it, but here's my monster chair. He likes to eat butts. We're not really that different, me and this monster chair, to be honest. Let's see. Okay. Yes, Queen. Oh my god. So, alrighty guys. I'm going to wrap this up. So, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for viewing. Oh, okay, thank you. Someone said that they can hear the dog. I apologize. We're trying to get rid of him. It's a mess. It's like a whole thing. I'm kind of annoyed by it. But yes, this is, the monster chair. Live your life. I hope you guys do have a good day today for the rest of the day. I have to head to work and slave for Miss America. Alrighty. Alrighty, guys. See you later. Bye.